Yo,
Hey, hey, hey. What's up, man?
what's going on, everybody?
How you guys doing tonight?
We got Hunter, we got Doris,
All
we got
right.
somebody
Hey,
else in
guys.
here.
I saw somebody else.
Thank you, Doris.
I thought I did anyway. Must have been you.
Check everybody time, man. He pop in here. We talk about what happened.
Oh, yeah,
What's
man,
been
for
going
sure.
on, and I'm sorry, y'all. It's been a long time since we've been live. We've had just been really, really busy.
Man, I'm telling you, we have. And if you guys know by being on my channel, you see the schedule I got up, you see I'm literally doing something with this every day of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. What's up,
Hey, Hunter.
Hunter? What's up, my sister Doris?
Where's Nina? No, she said she'd be waiting.
Oh, Mama went to sleep.
No, she better be awake. You saw Doris, Richie?
It was just a short one I did, Doris. It was just for me to test out a new streaming platform that I found out.
Okay, so Nina's right there with you. Is she awake? Or is she in and out?
Wake up, wherever you are.
Let's give him out. Turn the camera back on this minute, guys.
He must have a booger or something.
No,
No.
we ain't got no booze.
No.
He's halfway, I guess.
trying to finish my smoke.
I hear you, brother.
He couldn't do that before we went live.
I was busy. I trying to make a cup of Joe.
A cup of Joe. A cup of Joe. I haven't had no coffee today yet.
Well, that's weird.
That's really weird.
I know, right?
You say hello, Doris.
I got this big old silver thermos. I call it my silver bullet, man. I had that thing filled full of coffee yesterday. I sipped on it all day long.
I hear that. What cost we through a day? Like 2?
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
I said we got about 2 pots a day.
Oh, okay. I hear you. Yeah, today for some reason, man, I was just.
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
Ooh, that does sound good. Where did you find that at?
Open your mouth. Oh,
pizza.
It's still there.
I'll do that, Hunter. I'm down.
He can't right now. He can't right now because he's growing his hair back out.
Yeah.
I never had that before. Nana Doris.
I've never heard of it. Sounds delicious, though.
Definitely love to try it.
You know that's right.
Now I do like the hazelnut coffee, like the actual coffee bean. That's some good stuff.
I haven't tried it. I haven't tried that yet. Where do you find that at?
Walmart. Don't Food Line has it?
I think Food Line has it too.
Don't buy the Piggly Wiggly brand. They got an all-brand hazelnut coffee. Better don't like that.
Is it better than like the regular coffee?
About the same, man. But if you don't have the hazelnut creamer, because we run out of creamer all the time here, and you just got milk to add to your coffee. Hey, you can't really tell the difference.
That sounds pretty good, man.
Churro. She's also got churro. That sounds different.
Different.
That does sound good, though. I had Jennifer go out yesterday and get me another big old bottle of that hazelnut creamer.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, man.
I'll take her back home. Okay.
Hey, sis.
Hey.
I get this picture right. This ain't right. There we go.
Ooh,
That's better.
That makes it even better, don't it?
I know, right?
The grinder.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah,
hello to
man.
everybody that's here with us tonight. I mean, I figured there'd be a little bit more, but hello to everybody that's in the chat. And hello, Brother Neil.
What's up, my sister?
I try to get a little bit longer, man. I like at least get at least 7 people in here.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen tonight.
It's kind of warm here too,
But,
Doris. I'm sorry, Sue.
It got up to like 80 some degrees here in North Carolina today.
Was it today or yesterday?
Today.
Oh, wow.
Today. It got warm. It was warm yesterday too.
So
I know, Hunter, man. Can hardly wait.
So I'm just going to kind of talk about a little bit of something too. I know, Doris, I know you were up there with us the night that my very first video premiered on my channel, and I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. So I'm kind of bad. I really am looking forward to digging deeper into the Bigfoot hunting, and you guys will be seeing a lot more of that on my channel because I've struck a big interest in them, and I don't know why it just come from.
Big you go, brother.
It just come out of nowhere, and now I want to see how much more that I can find, and how much more I can show to you guys. Let everybody know that Bigfoot really does exist. We're going back. Yeah, we're going back out Thursday, which Babe said he hasn't talked to you about it yet, but we're going back out Thursday because Tech from Trinity Para Cryptid Research, that's who I taught when it comes to my Bigfoot stuff. But he gave me some good ideas to go back out and do, and where we spotted them, we caught them on camera. He said that we need to go back out there and take a picture of where they were standing, which I remember where they're standing because it was right after we was coming from that bedding that we walked into, where we spotted them on camera.
Oh, you talking back out at Waynesboro?
Yeah.
That same spot.
Okay, I thought you're talking back out there where we were at Thursday night. I was like, damn.
No.
Yeah, let's go back. Come on, man. We can do it.
No. That place, I'm gonna tell everybody that I'm sorry, Neil, but I'm gonna tell everybody that place that we went to Thursday night, the day that's how scary that place was. Go ahead, Neil.
You were breaking up, Suge. I couldn't hear much what you were saying.
I said that place that we went to Thursday night was really creepy. It was so creepy it had me singing church hymns. Did you hear me that time?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I remember that. What's he talking about?
He's talking about probably because we're going in and out whenever Babe starts texting on his phone. It causes our internet to go in and out.
Yeah,
oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I hear you, man. I feel you, brother.
Come on.
Wow.
We did have 4 people up here, but there it goes. There's Mook.
Hey, what's up, Mookie, man? What's up, dude?
Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm using my hotspot. I hope I still got the data.
All right, can anybody hear us okay? Or is it still going in and out?
You sound good right now over here.
Okay.
Okay. Man, I was hoping to get more people in here.
Yeah, I know, right? Hey, I know, Mookie, right? My youngest one is just now 18. He's the youngest of 3, so I feel you, brother.
All right, Mook. If you want to come up, buddy, come on.
Hey, Billy, Brenda, how you guys been, man, since Thursday?
I'm doing good.
Still kind of struggling a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. It's like I told Babe this morning. I said, I feel like I've been angry a lot more since we left there. I don't know if that's just because of the side effects or what, but I still don't feel myself completely. And
is that the only difference you've noticed?
yeah, I do. That's the only thing I've noticed so far.
Okay.
So guys, we went to this tramping ground. You know how we are. We read stories about stuff. We want to investigate it, see if it's real. And it's definitely true.
1,000%.
Doors.
Yeah, she sent me a message, told me to rebuke that female dog.
But, we're dealing with demons, the devil, to witches, and cryptid. It's all out there.
Oh yeah, man. The only thing we were lacking were aliens.
Yeah, I know, right?
It was awesome. Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom. All right, guys. We got a guest on the show with us today. There he is.
Mookie.
What's up, Mookie?
Hey, Mom.
How's it going, man?
It's going all right. Am I blurry for you guys, or is it just me?
Yeah.
What's going on here?
Just a little bit, man.
Just a little bit, brother.
What am I blurry for?
Hey, Mook, it's finally good to see.
Hey there, Modest.
A face with the name.
What is? I have a delay. Yeah.
Oh, Ireland. Hey, Joey.
Can you see my face though? I'm like delayed, I think.
We can see you. It's just blurry.
Okay. Why is it so blurry?
Hey, try wipe your lens.
It's not my lens.
Well, that's not his lens.
No,
it's not focusing.
No.
Hang on a sec. I got you. Hang on a sec.
Joey Hayes, good to have found this channel.
Hey, Joey, welcome.
Welcome to the family.
There we go.
That's much better, dude.
That's a lot better.
It standardized my camera for me. Apparently, the SteamYard here decided to go in and do some settings.
Oh yeah.
It decided to do setting. Okay, hang on, but I can hear myself. Why?
You're not echoing on our side.
You good? You good? You good here?
Yeah, here too. That I heard something change right there.
Can you hear me now? Let's test
this.
Yes.
Yes.
I'll make sure I don't hear myself in about 30 seconds, and we'll be good.
Okay.
Nope, I got a 30-second delay, and then I hear myself say everything.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Boy.
Hold on a second, man.
That is amazing.
Nah, I just heard you then. Hey, Hensley, what's up, dude?
Lee.
Hey, Hensley.
Hi, Hensley.
Hope you're feeling better, brother.
Yes, sir, man.
I messaged you on Twitter, Hensley. I was checking on you, buddy. I didn't know what was going on.
We're here, brother.
We're always working, but don't never hesitate to send us a message.
Oh, I figured it out. Okay, I figured it out. My apologies. I know what was happening. That was my bad.
Not a problem, man. That's the beauty.
YouTube
of being
was
live,
open in the other browser.
Oh.
And so I was watching our stream with full volume, and I was getting it through my headphones. So I apologize for that. That's all my fault.
No big deal.
Good.
Man.
So yes, thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. Now, Mickey, if you want to maybe introduce yourself and your channel.
Oh, sure. So I am Mookie. I currently have a gaming channel. I have a media/entertainment channel that's coming soon, but I haven't got around to doing that yet because I have 4 kids and a busy life and all that good fun. But yeah, so currently I do gaming. It's the Mook Nation. It's it's soon gonna be changing names, but right now that's what it is. It'll all be kind of coming under one umbrella, multiple channels kind of thing. But it's a work in progress. But yeah,
That's cool.
So that's currently what I do on here.
So you guys have all seen our new emblem. This is the man right here that created our new emblem for us. He took my idea and put a little bit of him and his wife's think to it and made the new Hawk Paranormal symbol.
It looks good too, brother. Looks real good.
I'll be honest, that was our first attempt at it. I mean, I do all my own stuff because I'm a penny pincher. I'm cheap. Again, I got 4 kids. I'm cheap.
Hey.
I'm a cheap man.
I hear you.
So when I started down all this stuff, I started doing all my own stuff, and then that was one of the things. But she's sneaking by right now. She doesn't want to be seen. But we sat down together and we're doing that, and kind of, So I'm glad they liked it. I'm glad it all worked out well. There's a little bit more of that project still coming. We've actually been working on. So I'm excited for you guys to eventually get that part, hopefully in the next week or two. So
oh yeah,
a little something special coming on that. So
awesome. So Moody, man, I heard you got something you want to share with us, man. Tell me a story.
So actually, I wrote it down too, because we last night we got talking, my fiance and I, because I'm out of focus again. Don't do that, camera. Don't go getting pushy on me. See, did it auto adjust again? Hold on. No, I don't know. Now it's just out of focus. Hang on, let's try this. Here we go. Ready?
Oop, black and white. There you go.
There it goes. You can see better.
Okay.
Now.
Apparently, it just wanted to get changed. Yeah. So I had some stories that I wanted to share with you guys because I thought you might find them interesting. So I always give you guys a lot of flack about you guys go into places that I just tell you all the time you shouldn't be there. You shouldn't be there. But the truth is, I've had a lot of experience with it in my life, and although I'm not actually scared of it, I always tell everybody I'm just smart enough to know when it's time to go home. But so I grew up, my mom was very sensitive to all of it. And we actually grew up with what we always just said, there's 2 ghosts, we don't know the scientific terminology. So you have to go with my layman's terms here, but we had 2 ghosts that lived in our house when we were growing up. There was an old man who we called George and a little girl who we never really got around to naming. So we kind of went through a long period of my life where it was very common to come around a corner and there's a little girl standing there, or you would come around the corner and there's a little old man standing there. That went on for a long time, but it was always usually centered around my mom. And so that was her thing. She was very into it and all that stuff. Well, when I was a teenager, I got arrogant one time, as you usually do as a teenager, and I brought a Ouija board home.
Ooh.
Now, see, I didn't know anything about it at the time, but so I brought a Ouija board home, and I was giving my mom a bunch of crap, and I was like, "Mom, we got to do this Ouija board. We got to do this Ouija board," and she was absolutely against it. But as persuasive as I can be, I finally got her to do it. Nothing was happening. We're asking questions, and the Ouija board ain't sliding around. It ain't doing nothing. And I don't remember what the question was, but it was more of a question directed toward the stuff that we had experienced in the house. And it started to slide. I thought my mom was pushing it. I pulled my hand back, Mom, come on. Well, at that same, apparently she had the same idea, to come on, let's not goof around like this. And as we do that, that thing starts sliding all over the board. So, naturally then I flip it over because, yeah. So I tell you that story to kind of tell you this story. So I flipped it over. We put it away. We kind of that's not the craziest thing that's probably ever happened, but, it's not something you want happening. But anyway, didn't think anything of it. I didn't look into what you're supposed to do after that happens. Apparently, there's lots of things people say, myths and stuff about how you're supposed to handle that situation. I threw it back in the box and I put it under my bed or whatever, and we didn't talk about it. Since that day, now it follows me. And I don't know if that's... So every house I've ever lived in from that point on, I have dealt with something. Currently, you guys know... Yeah, even now. So we live with who is called the sneaky peeker. That's what we call him. He's an all black figure who's either shy or just likes watching from around the corner because he peeks outdoors. So yeah, we call him the sneaky peeker, or the shy guy, the dirty peeker, and the shy guy, the sneaky peeker. But he's an all black figure who lives in this house, and he loves doorways. He loves to peek around doorways and stuff. My sister, who was familiar with everything that we went through growing up, she's not scared by it. She's familiar with all the stuff. And one day she was dropping my nephew off. I do his homeschooling during this pandemic, and she comes out of my bathroom, and she saw the figure peek around the corner, and that's cool, she's like my mom, weird about like you guys, like, oh, that's cool, like me, I'm like, get out of here, man, I don't want none of that.
I'm like, that camera.
Yeah, she thinks it's cool, and she I was getting the kids ready, so she didn't have time to tell me before she takes off to work. So later that day, she comes and picks up my nephew. My nephew was acting really weird that day. He was acting kind of, just that, yeah, I'm gonna go hang out, with my fiance and his aunt or whatever, and she's doing laundry, and he's wanting to hang out, and he's a 6-year-old boy. 6-year-old boys don't want to hang out and do laundry and stuff, but he's hanging all over and whatnot. And then later in that night, my sister calls me. She says, "Hey, so I didn't get a chance to talk to you this morning, but when I was coming out, I saw a figure, in the door, and I was like, oh, they got the shy guy on, And she's like, well, yeah, good, like around the corner. I'm like, yeah, that's telling her the story. And she goes, okay. She's like, so this might be a little bit weird. She's like, but we're riding home in the car, and Kyle says to me, he says, Mom, I was playing in the living room, and I was going to go into the room, but the guy was peeking at me. And so she's like, and, having her just saw that, and she's like, she's asking him a couple questions because, kids, their imagination, you don't know if this could be coincidence. Well, he described it to a T, the all black figure. But apparently with kids, and I've later come to find this a little bit different, with kids, it's not, he doesn't turn away. He doesn't do the pull away. Or he or she, I don't know. I don't know
It's a man,
yeah.
Mookie.
But with kids, they don't pull away. But anyway, so apparently he sat there and looked at my nephew. And before, doing the slower exit, apparently. So we talked about him. We're like, oh, man, that's crazy. And then I had to, you have to go through the process of making kids think that was their imagination. You got to give them the old Santa Claus effect. And then, so again, I'm telling you all this story to lead you up to a more fun part of the story. So it goes on a little while longer. So we've gotten so used to this guy that it's just, now we just laugh, right? You just kind of laugh about it. But it's been elevating a lot. It's been escalating, I should say. So we don't do balloons in the house no more. The balloons are a no-go because they like to travel. Balloons travel, especially helium balloons. They like to, I guess, drag them around. And so, which I thought was kind of weird, which kind of started making me think there was somebody else, or something else, because it was different behaviors. Knocking things over started happening a lot more lately. They love to knock things over. Wow. I'm looking at my list here because I want to make sure I give y'all, because this is all stuff that started escalating. It's been getting worse and worse, which, I talked to you guys about how it'd been getting worse and worse through text. And now there's walking in front of lights. Is a very fun one to do because we always have lights in other rooms on, and we keep our living room dimly lit so we can watch TV and stuff like that. So the lights, they love walking in front of the lights. They love burning out light bulbs now, and not just regular light bulbs, but the LED ones, which has happened to me before, by the way. And the Bible coloring books, they pull the Bible coloring books off the shelf and throw them on the floor. My kids have a bunch of religious, from their Sunday school and all that stuff, all those Bible, but they pull them all out. They don't like the Bible coloring books. They throw them all on the floor. The bedroom TV has now coming on all the time. I'm sorry. If you guys want me to pause, you just let me know. I don't mean to talk up all your time here. I see you people and whatnot.
You're good, brother.
No, you good, bro. We fixed the chat.
Yeah, I mean, if you need to take a break and start hollering at people, you let me know. But yeah, the bedroom TV is now just comes on all the time by itself. And the one that really, really, really bothers me is that my son talks to it. So the room that he was most commonly peeks out of is the room my son sleeps in, my 2-year-old son. And this is where all of it's going to tie together. So my son, since the day he was born, has been nicknamed the Terminator. He gets that name because he does not sleep. He was sent from the future to destroy me. And so he literally averages about 4 hours of sleep a day. And we've always called him the Terminator. The problem is that doctors have never been able to figure out why he don't sleep. He's lived in that room his entire life, and he always wakes up at 2:30 a.m. For the longest time, we kept telling the doctor, it's 2:30 a.m. 2:30 a.m. It's 2:30 a.m. Everyone looks at you like you're crazy when you tell them, no, you don't understand. 2:30, like an alarm clock. So that was started going on. As my son got older and older and started being able to communicate or, do those things, and then he started doing the whole sit up in his crib. Instead of crying or hollering, he would do his gibberish, which he would do for a while, and then he would cry. So on the baby monitor, when you're, as a parent, it gets harder and harder to detect your child who's awake because he's not screaming for you. He's not hollering. So this goes on. And then as I start to develop the ability to wake up at 2:30 also, I notice as he starts learning to talk, he's sitting there as if somebody's standing at his crib, and he starts communicating and giggling and laughing. For the longest time, we thought it was because there was a mirror he could see. And the thing about the mirror is I didn't like that because I had this feeling that it wasn't the mirror. So we took the mirror away that he could see from his crib. It didn't stop him. So he would stand there. He would be looking at the door and he would talk. You can peek around the... See, and this is where it gets bad because I didn't dawn on me at the time. I never put two and two together. So in the middle of the night when he's in there talking, what's your natural instinct? You want to peek in and see what's going on in there. Well,
right.
What have I been telling you about what this person does? So when you peek in, he giggles. At 2:30 in the morning, a kid sitting in his crib, you peek in the dark trying to see what he's doing, and he starts giggling. He sees you. He's familiar with it. That was what I started realizing over the time.
The baby is the one who's giggling.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Got you.
He's very familiar with the peeker, that the dirty peeker, the shy guy.
Right.
And it took me a long time to realize that the reason he's giggling is because. So now if you find him in his room playing, and you'll catch him talking, you'll hear him talking. If you go in, he's always looking toward that spot, always, every time. If you go in when he's talking to himself, he'll turn and look at you, and but then he just did that from that moment on. He won't acknowledge it, but it's always that spot. The one that really got me with that was the other day. He was sitting on the floor in his room, and I come around the corner. I saw him sitting there looking off, talking. And for the first time ever, I called him. I said, "Hey, Trey, why don't you come out here, buddy? I want to talk to you." So he gets up, and he's 2. He talks enough, stands up, sets his toys down, looks over to the corner and says, "Bye." Turns and comes and walks up the stairs. I literally turn around like, you know what? That's my sign. Come on, son. We got to go. We're going out in the living room to mommy. But yeah, so that's been the buildup, is that now my son talks to him. And so, yeah, I wanted to see what you guys thought about that. All that's been building up. I don't know. I think there is a second entity currently because there's the knocking things over, stuff like that. That's all not always been there. But definitely the shy guy and my son's friendship. I can tell you what
I picked up from your story. First of all, you definitely got a poltergeist in your house. There's no shadow of a doubt. And poltergeists aren't necessarily evil spirits. They want to be noticed. That's what they want.
Right.
So if you ignore them, then the intensity just builds and builds and builds. If you show them the attention that they want, Normally they still do like on a minor level, but it won't
Right.
it won't grow. It won't grow. And I'm not telling you to embrace it. No, hell no.
Right.
Don't embrace it, but acknowledge it. You know, and it's going to require the house to be cleansed and possibly even exercised. And I can tell you the shadow figure, the peeping guy that your son is talking to is a demon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's a very and to think that he's talking to your kid is very scary because kids are at that age, they have no filters. So they take everything in. And if the spirit is telling your son, hey, I'm the good guy here, eventually he's going to say, I'm the good guy and you're the bad guy, talking about you.
Right. Well, we've actually been dealing with anger with my son all of a sudden.
See, it's already starting. Brother. Where do you live at?
What's that?
Where do you live?
We live in Oregon.
Oh shit!
We live on the other side of the sticks.
Yeah, I wish I was a way I could get to you, man, because your house needs to be cleansed. It needs to be exercised. Your son possibly needs to be exercised. And everyone within the house that's there on a regular needs to wear some sort of protection. Okay. And when I say by that, I mean blessed beads, a crucifix that's been prayed over and blessed. Yeah, I hear you, brother. I hear you. I hear you. So everyone needs something like that, man, because you got to have some form of protection. And once the spirits leave the house, I know how it is with kids. I know I'm a dad, you know. And I know that kids can be chaotic. I mean, let's just be real.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but in the midst of all of that, you parenting and being with your kids, acknowledge the fact that they got to be chaotic, man, but try not to let the chaos get out of hand because that's what demons feed off of.
Right. Well, luckily I have well-behaved children, you know, so
good,
it's not that, it hasn't been that big of a deal, but I definitely have sensed, like I said, I mean, I got a page of notes there. You were seeing me read off of, you know, it's I always felt that ever since that Ouija board, that was when I don't know necessarily it was that same dark figure, but since that day, it left my mom. Like my mom has never really been bothered again since that day.
Yeah.
So, but now I have always been followed. So I knew that it was related to that moment.
Yeah, you definitely have an attachment, brother. I can see it on you right now. Just by looking at you on the camera, I can see it with you. I don't know if it's a man or a woman attachment. I don't know.
It's a man. It's a man. I can tell you it's a man.
He is on you so strong, man, and he's the one that's been with you since the Ouija board.
I believe that.
He has been, and he was in the process of doing to your mom what he wants to do to you.
Right. Well, he's going to have a bad day because I'm more stubborn than he is.
Oh, say man,
brother.
Okay, Mookie, we're going to pull the 1,000 rods out and see if we can find out what this person's name is.
Say that again, Sugar. Broke up real bad.
Yeah.
I said that we're going to get the 1,000 rods out and see if we can make contact. See if we can find out what the name is, because it's better for us.
Yeah, and just for double confirmation,
in order for us to do something like that.
And just for double confirmation, I'm gonna grab my rod so that we'll be working and like that, like we do when we're together.
I think we may have lost them.
Yeah.
Oh, there they are. Okay, there they are.
Did you get that, Brenda?
Huh?
Did you hear what I said? What?
Yeah, you're gonna get your 1,000 rods. And
Yeah. Yeah, so we can do it together like we do whenever we are together, so there's double confirmation.
Because Mookie, when you outside your house, at least you had the name that you need to get it cleansed.
Okay. All right.
You can put it on white noise.
No,
Just regular.
and reverse.
Okay, artichoke.
Good name.
Okay, first of all, you gotta let them know that we're tuning into him.
What we're doing? Spirits. We are trying to Mookie. We are going to get the name of the spirit that's inside his house. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
That's a yes. Okay.
Let's start.
Go ahead. Start. Can I get the name?
Tell us who you are.
We go with it after the alphabet. A. When I get to the first letter, stop. C. D. E. F. G. H. I. J.
He just said John.
Okay. Is it John?
Yep,
Okay.
we got a John with us.
Got a John.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Is this a negative spirit? Okay, that's a no. You got a yes on yours, Neil?
Yep. A quick yes.
John, are you a negative?
I said
Okay.
really.
A negative. All right.
John, did you come from that Ouija board?
I did. He said I did.
Yes, I did. Okay, I need to talk to the other spirit.
They're pushing mine apart, man. They don't want they don't want the other spirit to talk.
Well, John's leader, ain't he?
Yep. He just said yes on the necrophonic too.
John, are you a demon? Yes.
Are you named John in mockery of John the Baptist?
Both of them, yes.
Yes.
So Mookie, I can tell you, man, he is a very, very evil spirit. Okay, now we want to talk now to the poltergeist. We want to let you know that we acknowledge you. We know that you exist. Can you tell us your name?
Bob?
Bob?
Bob, you said?
Bob? Yes. Said don't.
Mookie, you got any questions you want to ask?
I can't think of anything.
Okay, wait. It just came through door. It just said door.
That sounds about right. Let me show you something.
You're the one that peeks in the doors. Yes.
Yep.
All right, you ready?
It.
Look at the bottom line. That's not crossed out. The people that walk into the room. Ask them if that's them.
Oh.
Are you the one that walks inside the room?
Through the door. It's through the that's right.
Yep. Do you intend any harm to this family? Are you angry at this family for living in this home?
No, I don't think he's angry. I think he likes the attention. He's liking the attention he's getting.
Look at that. It's going yes.
It is. That's completely. It's like he's feeding from these children,
right?
And if they keep acknowledging him, it's just going to make things worse.
Which one is this though? Is this the door guy or is this the demon?
It's a poltergeist.
It's just the
Oh, okay,
poltergeist.
I don't worry. I'm not too worried about him.
Right. That's what we have to worry about. It's the other one, John.
Yeah.
John's
I
don't
don't-
get to worry about.
I don't feel the poltergeist is dark, but he could turn dark.
Right.
Mhm.
Don't feed him. Don't
Yeah,
feed their.
Don't feed into him. You know, like I said,
I'm gonna blink my
not-
camera for a sec, guys.
okay. Just
No, yeah, there you go,
not acknowledge that he's there, but don't like try to conversate with him.
Right. Right. It's because I didn't burn that Ouija board, isn't it? I knew I should have burnt that Ouija board.
Yeah.
Found
Yeah,
that out like years later.
Yeah, he's supposed to burn them and bury them.
Yep.
Let me tell you a story about this story about a Ouija board, man. My sister, and most of you guys probably heard this story already, but my sister had a Ouija board. This was back in the early 80s, something like 82, 83, something like that. But she had the Ouija board, and her and her friends used to use it often. And they'd heard something, said something. I don't know what the deal was. I was just a kid. But it scared her so bad, man. She said she packed it up, put it in her trunk of her car, took it to the landfill, and come home and it was on her bed.
Yep. Yep. That Ouija board was very hard to get rid of for me as well.
Yeah.
It followed me around for a long time. I thought I got rid of it multiple times and it would be back.
Yeah.
Which is really funny because it wasn't one of those cool like ones you see in the movie. It was like a
Oh,
glow in the dark like Walmart board. You know, I went and bought it literally on the like if you're gonna get haunted by a board, it's got to at least be like the old rustic look. You know, you want it to be like
Right.
that fancy. No, this is like Hasbro like printed right on top of it. You know, and like Mr. Potato Head giving you thumbs up and stuff. It's like I'm getting haunted by like little Miss Piggy or something.
A freaking Toy
But,
Story.
Right. I'm just waiting for like Tom Hanks to jump out and tell me someone poisoned the water hole, you know.
Oh shit.
But no, it was that board. I figured it was that board that did that part of it. I've always known there was something like I told you leading up to this. I knew there was always something around ever since that day.
Yeah. How long ago was that, man?
Oh boy. Let's go revealing some age, shall we?
Ooh.
Let's see. I was about 15 years old, so that makes it about 20 years ago.
Okay.
Just approaching that. So
Wow, man.
Mm.
And
we'll pretend like you're saying wow because you thought like wow you're so much younger, and I thought
yeah.
I said,
Oh yes, that's exactly what I meant.
yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't. I
Getting
wasn't
old,
clear
not
on
been
that.
fun.
Oh hell, what are you talking about, dude?
I know, but yeah, no, that was about 20 years ago, and so yeah,
it has never been showed any signs of being malicious or anything.
not to me. Actually, I do have. I don't usually tell a certain story because of the fact that it does involve violence, but it was never toward me. One point in time in history, my life when I was younger, me and my ex, we were sleeping, and out of nowhere, I felt a hand hit me in the side, doing this, and we had been given a coat. I have a lot of collectibles and stuff like that, and I was always into collectibles. Someone gave me a NASCAR jacket, and it was very old and had all the patches. You know, it was like an actual from the pit crew or something like that.
Right.
The hand it was hitting me with my ex, and the jacket was over her face, and I couldn't for the life of me pull that off of her face.
What the hell?
Yeah, I don't usually, it's one of those. That's one of those stories you don't like go around telling because people will be like, okay, come on,
Right.
it's your ex. There was a coat on her face, like, well, but no,
right.
but truthfully, that was scary to me because I couldn't pull it off. There was nothing I could do, with all of my strength, with everything, there was nothing. Like I thought for sure it was the end right there, but that wasn't going to look too good on a police report, I'm sure. But that was the only history of like violence. The only other thing that ever stood out to me in my life that was out of the ordinary, other than my insanely weird health I have now, is the like 7-mile sleepwalk I did when I was about 18 years old. I managed to get, yeah.
Wow.
So I lived in town with my friend and his family when I was 18 years old. And somehow on a cold November rainy night, stormy, I made it out of a second-story house, locked the door on my way out, got dressed, might add you, just middle of the night. I went to bed. I had to work in the morning. I went to bed somewhere between about midnight and 3 o'clock in the morning. I must have got up, got dressed, left the house. No key. So we still don't know to this day how I locked the door from the outside, because you could only lock the deadbolt.
Right.
So I got out of the house, locked the door, and proceeded to apparently walk. I think it was about 7 miles total in the dark rain, and woke up in a golf course.
Oh,
So
wow.
face down in the grass.
Wow.
I still to this day have no recollection. There was no drugs, no alcohol, nothing like that. That was just a work night. I went to bed, and that's how I woke up. All I had on me was my cell phone. I didn't have my car keys. I didn't have nothing like that. My car was parked. My truck was parked at the house. So all I had was my cell phone, and it didn't work because it was all wet. So,
Right.
and this is, again, 18 years old. We're talking like Nokia flip up little green screen.
Yeah.
The screen don't work or nothing like that. But luckily at that point, everybody still knew phone numbers. So I'm like dialing the actual button, and I'm sitting there, and here it is, 18-year-old boy. But 4 o'clock in the morning, something, Mom, Mom. So she came and got me. I'm standing there. I'm standing on this little tiny, back when it was real popular to have like those car like lean-to, like the mobile lean-to things, that people would always be selling out in their yard, and stuff. Everybody buy like 10 of them and sell them. I'm just huddling under one of those on the side of the highway. It took me forever to even figure out where I was. That was the hardest part, because it was in between two towns. I traveled outside of, and I wake up in this, I realized it was a golf course, but again, I don't know if you've ever woke up 7 miles from where you went to bed in the middle of a November night, but you generally are taking a while to figure out what's going on,
Oh yeah.
And it took me forever to figure it out. And like I said, my phone wasn't working. So I'm just standing under one of these little carports, waiting for my mom at 18 years old. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, one, I'm scared, I'm not too much of a man to say that I was scared, and I'm sitting there thinking like how I got there or stuff like this. But then I'm also like, yeah, this is not a cool story to tell your friends. Like, you're waiting on mom, like, soaking wet in the middle of the night. But yeah, that's the only other thing though, as far as like that stuff goes, that I've always assumed had to be something to do with that, because I've never, other than one time when I was a child, I've never sleepwalked, and that one is not only a sleepwalk, but a sleepwalk of epic proportions.
Oh yes.
So, but yeah, other than that, those two things are the only like major standouts in my life that have been anything that I know had to have had something to do with whatever was following me around. Drift in my room. A drift in my room. Well, is there a drift in our room, would you say? A drift, yeah. A drift. Like a draft, maybe? Was that what we mean? A draft?
Yeah.
Probably so.
Could have East Coast, West Coast terminology. A draft. Is there a draft in our room?
It's hard to tell because our fan's always on.
Yeah, we always have a fan on, so it is hard to tell.
I know there's one in the living room and once in a while in that room.
So my son's room has a draft, and the living room has a draft.
I'm sure. I don't know.
And which is really funny for a house that has no circulation, like at all, too, because it's an old house.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I'm not in our room. I don't know. I'd probably say not really, but we do run that fan 24/7. So
Right. Well, man, I'm gonna tell you, brother. I wish there was a way we could get out of where you're at, because you need it. You need it really bad.
Yeah.
But my suggestion for you, man, is to find, and it's going to be hard to do because a lot of people, churches now, priests just won't do it.
Right.
You're gonna have to find a priest or a shaman that can perform an exorcism, and it needs to be done in a very specific way. And you also need to have the house cleansed. And I suggest you do it as quickly as you possibly can, man.
All right. Most definitely will.
Neil, can we not do that through the computer?
Oh, not that.
No, you can't.
Oh,
Yeah, it's one of those things that you got to actually be there because you got to put the anointing oil on and
Yeah.
the holy water, the whole process.
okay.
So I appreciate it. I'll definitely look into it.
Yes, sir. I would, man. I would. Even if you don't want to mess with the poltergeist, definitely do the guy in the corner where your sunroom is because that's the definite demon.
Yeah, man. I was just don't forget Mookie his name. If you need to write it down, write his name down, man, so you can let the priest know.
Oh
yeah.
I don't think I'll forget. I'll definitely remember him.
Yeah,
definitely will.
Yeah, he was.
But yeah.
His name was John. Yeah, because he was the one who made mockery of John the Baptist.
Mhm.
And when you talk to a priest, be sure you tell them that because they'll know. If they've done any studying at all in demonology, they'll know.
Okay. Heck yeah.
And I swear, I wish you were in North Carolina, brother.
I wish I was in North Carolina too, if that makes you feel any better.
Hey.
Just strictly because I don't like it up here anymore. But yeah.
All right.
Yeah. No,
I understand.
wish I'd get over it. I almost moved to Alabama like 2 years ago, and I still kick myself every day that I didn't because now I'm locked down forever. So,
right.
Yeah, I tried to get out of here. Beautiful, but man, this place is expensive.
I hear you, brother.
Yeah,
it's getting like that here too. It's crazy.
Oh man, I don't know if you've ever looked up the cost of livings. I'd trade you guys in a heartbeat if you wanted. I'd trade you guys in a heartbeat. North Carolina is way lower on that cost of living than Oregon is. Oregon's, I think we're almost number 4 or 5 now. It's ridiculous.
Look, man, back in the early 90s, I had a friend of mine. He got out of the Army just a year before I did, and he lived in California. And we were talking, and this was in the early 90s. I mean, because I got out in 92, so this was around 92, 93. And he was telling me then, man, his mortgage, a monthly mortgage, was like $1,200 a month.
Mm-hmm.
And this is way back, when that's outrageous.
Right. Oh, man, if you wanted to buy a small right now here in Oregon, if you wanted to buy a small 3-bedroom 1,000 square foot house that's literally side by side with somebody else's cookie cutter house, you're $300,000 to $400,000 right now. It is outlandish. You're talking $2,000, $2,200 a month mortgages for that. If you have 4 kids, it's
you're right, Doris. It's very possible.
I firmly believe I believe I've been followed all the way here.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
Yeah.
See, whenever you did the Ouija board, did you guys not close it out? Did you guys not, say goodbye? We're done. Nothing.
No, I just flipped that thing over and
left
I was done with that. Yeah, I just put it all back in the box.
Yeah.
Said my goodbyes that way.
Yeah.
Never wanted to touch that thing again.
Yeah, when you did that, man, you left that gateway open.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you gotta keep good contact with people.
Yeah.
I was, like I said, I was 16 years old. All I knew is that I thought Mom was messing with me. Because I always gave her crap about all the ghost stuff. As a 16-year-old kid, it's what you do, right? Mom, you're going crazy. You get senile, And and then so literally, I thought for sure she was giving that. We'd sat there and asked questions. Probably not the right questions, And I don't remember what that question was, but boy, I remember all of a sudden my fingers just start moving. I was mad. Come on, Mom, that's kind of messed up. We don't.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget. I pull my hand off and I look up at her and she's got that same look on her face. And here comes her hand. And I look down and that thing's just going to town. Nope.
Yeah.
We don't play that here. Even just a straight line wouldn't have bothered me, but the fact that it's changing direction, that is flat out. We're done with that.
Yeah. When I was in the Satanist stuff and the occult witchcraft, I actually made my own Ouija board. Damn, my mind just went blank. Made my own Ouija board, and it worked so well that it scared the shit out of me.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, no. After that day, I would have, like I said, up to that moment, I thought it was a joke. That was the day I learned it wasn't a joke.
Yep.
I still make a joke out of it because what else are you going to do?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You give him lemons, you know.
Yep.
Wow.
Throw them at the neighbor's house, but.
Man.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you guys having me on. I appreciate you helping me out with that. It's a good time.
Yes, sir.
Good telling the story to somebody else. I don't use, like I said, I don't talk about it. I literally don't talk about it. We always, like my fiance and I, we joke about it, you know. You just do that, you do that double take look, like, oh man. Yeah. And I've always said that it helped me through life though, because I am so good at making a quick excuse for a kid. Like, you ever have to explain something to a kid and you stumble on an excuse, you know, and then they know you're lying. Not me, man. My kids never know when I'm telling them the truth or not. Like, what was that? Like, Santa Claus trip fell downstairs. Get in your rooms. Go now, you know. Dad, why are you packing a bag and running out the door? Just don't worry about it, okay? Grandma fell down, broke her hip. You guys just go get in your beds. Don't worry about it. Say goodnight to Mom. You know? You know, they always just thought there was always a family emergency somewhere. They never realized I'm just leaving them. Like, somebody's got to take the fall on this one, kids.
Yeah,
I can make more of you. My parents are way too old. I'm the last version.
Oh shit, man, that's funny right there.
No, I'm just kidding. I would never sacrifice my kids for my own safety, unless I thought I could get away with it. But some of them are getting bigger than me now, so I got to watch what I say. I just realized today my son's taller than me.
Hey, Jax, what's going on? Good to see you, girl.
But yeah, no, I do. I appreciate you guys having me on. This is a good time. It's good talking about it with somebody who understood it, rather than people just looking at you like, "What's wrong with you, man?"
Right.
I just happy we were able to help you, man. Just let you know that you should help. I wish we could point you to somebody that we know, but we don't know nobody out there.
Yeah.
It's a long ways away. But
like I said, man, look up a local shaman. They will probably come closer to helping you than a priest would, because unfortunately, over the years, religion has kind of forgotten everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I will go with
sure
a shaman,
it would offend
man.
somebody.
Oh yeah.
Why couldn't we do this? Why couldn't we start posting like things on Twitter, asking for a local like that knows how to do this kind of stuff for him in Oregon?
I'm trying to understand what I couldn't hear everything you said, Chuck.
Yeah, you cut out pretty good. You guys need to get yourselves a microphone.
We had one, Mookie, and it was terrible. So my question is why couldn't we start posting like some kind of ads on Twitter, or like, you know, some kind of something on Twitter asking if there's any paranormal that knows about this stuff that can help Mookie, that can go to his house and cleanse his house. Because there's ghost hunters all over the world.
Oh yeah.
Somebody
they're out
on
there.
Twitter is bound to be like, okay, yeah, I got you. You know, we got somebody that's in need of help. You know, Mook's family, and if we can find him the help that he needs, we will. If you can't find nobody to help you,
definitely, man. We'll
I'll
blow it up, man, and you know, we'll find somebody. No problem, bro. What part of Oregon are you in?
I am like, man, what did you call it? I'm in the valley, so I'm just south of our capital, Salem. So I'm like, I guess you'd call it like central western. I don't know. The Oregon's broke up into such the absolute most ridiculous way. I'm basically dead center, just on the west side of the mountain range. So I'm in the valley over here.
Okay. I'm gonna write this down, man, so I don't forget it.
Yeah, we're just south of Salem.
Just south of Salem?
Yep. Okay. Just north of Eugene, just south of Salem.
Got you, brother.
Yeah, I kind of wish we could be there. Ain't no way.
Yeah, me too, man.
That's a long.
Yeah. If it was at all possible, man, we'd be there.
Well, you guys ever do travel out this way, though, I have a place for you to go look at. You might enjoy. The place where I
Oh,
grew up on the mountain, they burnt some witches, I guess.
Oh, shit.
Oh wow.
Yeah, witches and me.
Yeah, I know, and that's what that I was waiting this whole time because I wanted to bring it up before we got off to let you know that if you ever come out this way, I'll take you to a place where they allegedly burnt some witches. The only reason I believe that story at all, I can't find anything. I tried looking up the history of it, but Oregon and witches don't have a very good connection.
Right.
There's that thing up by Portland. I don't know if you guys ever heard that, the witches that were executed up there and they cursed Lafayette. And so that's really the only thing they ever talk about there. But where I used to grow up on the mountain, if you go up there, I can't remember what month it is. There's a whole month of the year, though, on the mountain where you can hear them screaming all night.
Oh, wow.
And so, so everybody grew up where I grew up on the mountain knows about that. But nobody it has to be that because I mean it's not coyotes, we all know from where I'm from, you're familiar with coyotes, all the animals,
right?
But yeah, I figured you guys ever head out this way, I'll take you out there and let you go figure that one out on your own. But I'm not going with you, just so we're clear on that. I'm not going anywhere near that. Just so you guys do know. But I'll take you there and drop you off all day long.
Brenda, we would have to give you some extra protection.
Right.
Right. Like she can be in the car with me. We'll go out and get lunch while you guys go do your thing. We'll come pick you up.
Hell, you don't get no safer than that, huh?
That's right. That's all the protection you need.
Those summer ground was really bad, y'all. When you go there, you need to be well prepared for that place.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I watched that. Well, it was funny because we watched that, and then on Friday we have to do a long haul for one of the kids, and we were driving across state. We were talking about that, and then we were listening to your guys' podcast. After that, we got talking about the witches and the Bigfoot and all that stuff, and because up here in Oregon and Washington, the Bigfoot thing is like huge.
Yeah.
I don't know why everybody insists the Bigfoot is here, but apparently he is here. I've never seen him personally, but up here, yeah, everybody's all about him. You see the Sasquatch stickers all over everything, and we got the restaurants and the cafes. I don't know why everybody insists he is here, but he is here apparently. So, but yeah. So anything Bigfoot though, I have to watch because I want to make sure if I run into him in the woods, I know how to handle him. But if you guys make it look like he's some sort of devil worshipping dick, I don't want nothing to do with that. Like I was all cool with finding Bigfoot up to that point. And then I'm like, wait a minute, he's hanging out with the wrong people. I don't want nothing to do with that. Bigfoot apparently has some problems.
Oh.
He needs to get his ass in church on Sunday. I'll tell you.
There you go.
Okay, so Mookie, we do have somebody up here through the veil. Her name is Nicole.
Mm-hmm.
She is I don't know how to explain it, but her abilities are very, very strong, and she might be able to help you through the video call, and she's offering her help to you on here. If she can, it's up to you what you want to do.
Maybe we schedule something. The only reason I say that's because I have a house full of children all like staring at me right now. Like, if you don't get off this thing, we are going to you need to cleanse.
Okay,
they're all
man,
sitting there quiet. No, I do appreciate it. I absolutely would be down for doing that, but maybe schedule something because I don't have a very big house, and they're all going to kill me if I don't do something here soon.
I hear you, bro.
I hear you, man.
Okay, okay. Look, Mookie Stinks 11 on Twitter. Look him up, Vale. Private message him on Twitter. And when he says it, Mookie's good about answering messages. When he says it, he will answer you back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I appreciate it. Yeah, we'll get together and figure something out.
Well, Mookie, I appreciate your time, brother. I wish you the best.
Yes,
I appreciate you guys having me on. It's good. It's good talking to you.
And I hope I hope that Through the Veil can help you out, man. I really do. If it doesn't work out, then definitely find you a shaman.
All right, we'll do. All right, thanks, guys.
All right,
Bye.
Later, brother.
Later, bro. Wow.
Okay. So, well, we had the hour time frame ourselves, but before we get off here, we do want to kind of share with you guys what happened Thursday. If you guys haven't seen our live yet, we went to Devil's Tramping Ground Thursday night, and
please, guys, watch Hell's Ground. Then because we went there first, and then we did the exorcism. Because we left there 5 minutes, and then she had attachment.
That's right. My premiere from that is tomorrow night.
All right, there you go, guys. And of course, Desire is always on Wednesday.
That was a very, very scary place.
Yeah. It was. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. I always say that I'm not afraid of no ghosts, but if I'm gonna tell the people that's on here now that wasn't here earlier, I was so scared of this place that I started singing church hymns because it like spooked me. It spooked me really bad. Not only did we have evil around us, we also had cryptid around us too.
Yep.
It snapped a tree while we were in the middle of investigation. And I want to say that it threw it too because there was a big old loud thump afterwards.
Yeah, I truly believe that's what that was. Because that
guys,
scared the boogers out of me, man.
So, guys, if you see a standstill camera on this video that's coming up, it's because it's got the tree sounds. That's why it's up there for.
And we also heard a growl too.
And there's a growl in there.
Yep.
I mean, this next coming upload for Nocturnal Nation and for us, it's definitely must see. Because I don't recommend Devil's Tramping Ground to anybody unless you're into that kind of dark kind of stuff. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not. That's not for me.
You got to be experienced, really, really, really experienced, in order to go out there and have a successful investigation without any attachments.
Because that witch remark on me too.
Not saying that wasn't your case, Brenda. I'm not saying that wasn't your case.
Right.
I'm just warning anyone else because
Look,
it was mind blowing.
hey Neil.
Yeah, buddy.
After 2 months doing this work here, babe's like, I'm going to Devil's Tramping Ground. And I said, oh no, we're not ready for Devil's Tramping Ground yet. No.
So it was your fault. Mm-hmm.
I thought I was ready, but come to find out, I really wasn't. I wasn't.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. The repercussions of it is I called a witch out and she decided she was going to attach herself to me. I'm still getting over it still to this day. And it's only been a couple of days since, but I don't feel like myself. I'm like always angry and just having really, really weird thoughts running through my mind, like bloodshed thoughts type deal.
I think
no, Doris.
You might need a little bit more.
Trying to help this girl out. Say, babe, we're not ready for it yet. But I know we had Neil with us, and with Neil knowing a lot of this stuff more than we do, he can definitely help us if something really bad happens.
Right.
So I had a lot of trust in Neil on this investigation with us. I
appreciate it, brother.
Yep.
Guys, I'm gonna say I had never in my life since I've been in this field, I had never heard a necrophant said, "I'm getting hungry." That was the creepiest shit.
That man, I'm telling you.
We were on the table, guys. They wanted our souls.
Yep. We were their next meals, apparently.
Yep. They wanted us so bad, man.
I don't want to get the whole finish away from you guys. So I want to say you that. And I will check it, Nicole. I'm using my hotspot for the internet, so it'll mess up when I check my phone.
Right. But is there anything else that anybody would like to know, or Neil, anything you want to say?
No, just like I said, just remember my premieres tomorrow night at 7:00, and after that I go live at 8:00. I call it the after show, where we sit around and talk about what we just saw, and then we shoot the bull with each other for as long as you want.
Hey, Melissa.
Hi, Melissa. You caught us right at the tail end of everything. You have to go back and rewatch.
Hey, Melissa.
No, we're all time working, so then Babe's got to be up at 6:00 or be up at 5:00 in the morning.
And hold on, and I do. Hey, Amber. I do want you guys know. I do want you guys know. I told you I will do this when I get 300, but guys, YouTube keeps taking everything away from me when I get 300. Right now we're at 307. It's still sticking there, so that's a good thing.
I know what else I forgot to say, man. The big announcement, dude, is Thursday or the overnight at the House of Pain.
Oh yeah.
This Thursday.
This Thursday, yeah. I forgot about that.
Oh, we have a live to go to be on Thursday night.
Well, we can do that afterwards. If you want to.
But we can always go live with them from
You can
where
go
we're
live
at.
there. As a matter of
Yeah.
fact, while we're there, I'm going to take my one of my decks, my Angels and Ancestor decks, and I'm going to do a live Oracle there.
Oh, wow.
So, anyway, guys, this is what I was trying to let you know. I have not done that thing yet because we were not staying at 300.
Hey, Patrick. Yeah, we're not. He's still going to hold to his promise. It's just YouTube. I don't know what the heck YouTube's doing, but it's taking his things back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And he's like,
Yep.
until it completely sticks, we're not celebrating 300, which we've made it over 300.
Oh yeah, this other thing too. I got to show you.
Is it growing?
Hair on my head.
I can see all that gray.
Well,
I got that backwards.
nah,
It's
mine's
coming.
good, man.
It's coming to a mohawk as soon as I hit 200, which is 17 away. So you want to see the mohawk? I need them 17.
Awesome. Well, everybody's coming in now.
I know.
Guys,
Yeah.
I hate this because, Babe's got to be up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I wish y'all would have came in earlier. We're getting ready to end it. But, if you guys want to, we had a special guest tonight, Mook Nation, Mookie. He come in and shared his story because he's got some stuff going on in his home. And he asked for what we could do, just listen to his story. And we pulled out the dowsing rods, used the necrophonic, and found out that there was 2 of them in his house, John and a Bob. And he used the Ouija board since he was, or when he was 15, and they never closed it out. So they could let that portal open, and it's been following them ever since then.
Yeah. And John is the one who is in the corner that his 2-year-old son is always talking to.
Okay, so well, everybody, thank you for joining us tonight. What?
We do have busy schedules, but we are always, we don't mind coming live with you guys. Just let us know if you want us to come up or y'all want to talk to us about stuff. Let me know, and we will come up. But we've been in this going nonstop.
Oh yeah, for real.
But we do love you guys. Thank you for the love and support, and this. If you need us, you know where I'm at.
Exactly.
We love y'all.
Yes, we do. Very much so.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
anyway, guys, have a good night. Neil, my brother.
See you on the
Hey,
flip
dude.
side.
You know what I'm saying? This is Neil, and I'll see you on the flip side.
Later.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Love y'all.